Toastmaster Ayush, a bittersweet lesson of love. A bittersweet lesson of love, Toastmaster Ayush.
Hello everyone. Have you ever experienced love?
Yes.
Lots of
Obviously,
times.
you all are great lovers, I believe. But I'm not talking about the love as in how much you love your family and friends, or how much you love that one plate of momo or samosa or whatever foods you like. I'm asking about the love as in when you get that warm fuzzy feeling when you are when you are around with that someone special. Yes, I'm talking about crushes. The crushes. These are the most funniest part of being in love. And I know we all have many crushes. We can generate a list of crushes, right? But the greatest crush of them all is your first crush. And I hope you all will agree with me here. Your first crush will always be a magical and confusing of all, right? So today I am going to share about how I met my first crush, and trust me, my first crush story isn't a typical love story. So my first crush was in standard 7th, and her name was, okay, let me refer her as she. There is no requirement of a name. So actually it was not a love at first sight. In my point of view, I believe that when I first met her, I was the most introvert of all time. I never used to go out of my comfort place. I avoided friendships and social gatherings, and I don't know why. Why I was like that. Even I also asked today. But anyway, coming back to the point, my crush. Yeah. As much as I remember from my school days, my school claimed about her that she was a crush of whole school. You know, every third person in my school was having crush on her, and so I was also one of them. Until a turning point came in my life, and when I got to know her more in late life. Well, as months passed, the school years was passing very fastly. So almost it was almost the came school late. And first, let me tell you about her that despite being the most beautiful personality ever in my school, she was also the baddest girl of our school. She has she was too brave to take fights with seniors, irrespective of their genders and age. Okay, she was brave enough to take any fights, and that inspired me, and that quality attracted me towards her. Anyway, so I came late one day. So just let me tell you, after waiting for a whole damn year, it was the very first time when my class teacher punished me to sit with her. My class teacher asked her, actually she, to guide me about the topics which I have missed till now, and also help me in my pending works. As I was the kid who was just juggling between classworks and homeworks and assignments and punishments. Basically, I was a punishment guy. So and the punishment was to sit between the girls. For she chew me raw. What if she scratches me in my hand? What if she fights me back? And I don't know why my heartbeat was like tick, 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 tick. Well, it wasn't like that. I did sit with her, and I did sit with her, though I was feeling embarrassed too, because sitting with a girl as a punishment just for being late. Anyway, but it internally it was the most momentous day of my life. Imagine sitting with your crush of that feeling. I know you might wonder that now I have finally won the battle, but stop here. Let me finish my story first. From the next day onwards, you won't believe, half of the boys population of my class started coming late in just a hope to sit with their dream girl as a punishment. You know, boys will be boys. But why the hell my class teacher will give same punishment to everyone, right? So that's different thing. They were sent back to home because they were late. I guess I was a lucky guy who got that kind of punishment. Well, moving ahead. From the day of the punishment, I started talking to her. Actually, started taking help from her in studies and completing assignments and projects as my finals were approaching. So I started taking help of her, and very soon I started enjoying the study, and when my final exam gets over, I definitely scored far better than my previous semesters, and that was just because of her. I mean, she became my well-wisher, a lucky charm, you say. She encouraged me to develop my self-confidence, to develop my overall personality, and I was too impressed by the efforts she was putting for me. And somehow I gathered some confidence and decided that I should thank her for everything, and I also should confess her what I feel about her. I have imagined class 8, ninth, and 10th with her. Whatever I am imagining, I should confess her. Okay. So, but I decided this scenario only after once the result comes out of the final exams. So on the day of the results, I was the happiest guy, okay, because of my results. But my happiness was double just because it was the very first time I was going to confess something to someone in my life. But unfortunately, unfortunately, on the day of the final exam, when she was returning back from school with her parents, her family met with an accident, and on the spot they died. Actually, the father and the girl died. Mother survived somehow, and she died. Sorry. So at last, in conclusion, I would like to say that I would like to give a piece of advice to everyone who have never experienced love or think they are in love, but actually love someone. Is that love is a precious thing. We should all treasure, right? We should never take it for granted, and you can't imagine with the blink of an eye it can slip away. Just in my scenario, I didn't get that happy ending, right? So with that conclusion only, I would say just always acknowledge the efforts of your loved ones, because they are for you and you are for them. So with that, I will handling the stage to the team.